Hey people, it's me again. So, anyways, today is election day as far as that goes. But I've already voted like about a couple weeks ago, and so I'm just hoping that everything goes well with with it. Although I figure it's very likely we're gonna have Hillary as far as the new president and all that. But I'm just hoping as far as like with the local propositions go well, but although in some ways I feel like I'm a little cynical about some of them, because of how there's all these like special interests that pour all that money just to defeat a measure, especially when it came to like Prop 56, which was supposed to be a tobacco tax increase, and the fact that the tobacco companies have spent all that money, just to avoid all that kind of stuff. Or the same way with like how it was on Prop 61, how all these insurance companies and all these drug companies spent all that money to defeat Prop 61 when it's not going to really make much a huge problem for them, especially how the fact that all these sort of drugs that cost so much money, not because of the whole research and development kind of thing, but it was really the fact that it's just all that money for those CEOs to buy off all those politicians and stuff. I never really believed in that whole no 161 ads in the first place, and that was one of the reasons why I had voted early there, because then again, it's like there are some people that their mind is already made up as far as that goes, who they're gonna vote for on any of the propositions and whatnot, and in a way, I don't really blame them for that matter, as far as that goes, to tell the truth. But and there's just some people that are like on that are like the opposite end of the spectrum who are kind of that even now they still don't know what they want to vote for as far as that goes, to tell the truth. And then that's where we get all these sort of little problems. And these are the same people who run around and complain about how bad the politicians are, and well, they're the ones that didn't that didn't do their homework and all that, and find out like how bad a certain politician is or whatnot and all that, and don't come crying to me when it's just when they made a bad decision on that sort of thing, to tell the truth. So anyways, as far as like the first kind of election that I voted in, well, I mean, technically, I voted in like a school mock election at 1 year. That was like sixth grade, I think, and I voted for like Ross Perot as far as the mock election that year. That was back in '92. So it's like if you guys do the math, and then you can get my age and all that. So anyways, as far um as far as like 2000, that was the first time I actually voted in the election, and I think I voted for Bush because I didn't care for Gore at that time. And let's see, I voted for Kerry in '04, then I voted for Obama like in '08 and in 2012, and then I voted for Hillary this time there. But as far as like any of the other elections goes, is that I did vote in like in the what was it like I think for Simon in the gubernatorial election, and I didn't vote in the recall election there because I was in Texas at that time, and I did like voted a couple of stuff like in that special election at a time in Texas, and I think I voted in like some of the other that special election in '05 when I was back here, and '06 I voted for like Phil Angelinas, and it was like in 2010 I think I voted for Brown in 2010, and if I voted for Brown in 2014, and I think it was as far as like the Senate ones there. I voted for like Feinstein in 2000, I think, and I didn't vote for Boxer in 04 because I wasn't living in California at that time in 04. And then I voted for Feinstein in 06 and in 2012, and the only time I voted for Boxer was back in 2010. But I voted for like Harris as far as that goes for what was it, like 20 for this year and all that, but as far as this sort of thing goes with the election, I mean, I don't know what to feel about it, whether I should feel hopeful about it, or should I be a little bit pessimistic about it or not. But in any case, it's like I have to kind of like take these kind of feelings with precaution and all that, because a lot of times like if I get too hopeful about certain things, and then it just really comes crashing down. But other times, if I get really pessimistic about something, it turns out for the better. So, anyways, people, I guess that's part of it. Until next time, so talk to you guys later.